friend of the show, Daniel Jones. Okay, he was coming on the show yesterday. I had this as one of my questions. We didn't get to it. Like, what's the deal with primetime? The numbers are bleak. You're 0-5, I believe, on Thursday Night Football. He's 1-11 in what's considered primetime. And you've heard the narrative, he can't win in primetime, bro. He can't do it. Like, the mean caller on the, AM radio in New York saying he's the bright lights, he can't handle it. I think we're underreacting to how sometimes wrong, off-putting, and skewed and untrue primetime narratives can be. I wanted to ask Daniel about this, right? And this isn't about letting him off the hook, because he's going to have to come up with some big wins in primetime this year. And, by the way, this Monday night against the Seahawks is as close to a must-win as you can get at this point in the season. I'm saying that this 1-11 primetime stat might not be telling the whole story here. Let's dig in, okay? There's 12 games to deal with, right? There's a big sample size. Let's keep in mind that most of them were played during the Joe Judge / Gettleman era, where the organization was an absolute dumpster fire, an unmitigated disaster. It truly was. Don't forget that. Daniel Jones' primetime opponents have averaged nearly 11 wins per season. That's 5 wins more per year than the Giants. And it shouldn't come as a shock, but New York has only been favored to win just once in primetime over that stretch. They were heavy underdogs, guys, in every other game because they didn't have the talent, and they were playing the likes of the GOAT, Tom Brady, and they were playing Patrick Mahomes. I think it's an indictment on what an organization was during those years. That organization was, not on Daniel. And by the way, we've seen something like this before, okay? Matthew Stafford showed us that's, what was it, 6-14, primetime record. Oh, the sky is falling, you melt under the bright lights. That in Detroit. It was more about where the Lions were as a franchise during most of his tenure. He immediately went 4-2 under the bright lights during his first year in LA, and then he took his 0-3 career playoff record, guys. Can't win in the playoffs. You had Megatron, the defense is pretty good. He went 4-0 on his way to winning a Super Bowl. So these things can't be rewritten, okay? They can, you can change the narrative once you get in a better situation. This isn't about excuses, okay? Daniel has a lot to prove. He knows it. He comes on our show, he talks about it. And they got to start winning these games, period. I'm just saying, let's give him the same chance, or at least, learn from our Stafford. Learn that, oh, well, now he's in a functional relationship. He's got functional leadership. He's got good things surrounding him. So if the Giants beat Seattle this Monday night, that'll move Daniel to 2-3. I think that's respectable, and that's, primetime under Brian Daboll, of course. And if he doesn't, the Giants fall to 1-3 this season. Daniel's 1-4 in primetime. Okay, and then maybe we'll have a different conversation in underreactions next week. Maybe I'll be taking this all back. No, not really, but I think some of the panic doesn't need to commence quite yet. It is time to get it done, DJ. And there's only one way to change that narrative, as he told us. Okay, you can go to YouTube to see that full interview with Daniel Jones, where he talks about Saquon's availability. He talks about what he learned from last week's loss. He talked a lot about Andrew Thomas and whether or not he'll return and what that means in the O-line, and all of that, amongst karate chopping and fly fishing or whatever it was. Okay. We got some big news from Green Bay yesterday. Christian Watson was asked in the locker room if he was going to play on Thursday night to kick off Week 4 against the Lions. Ooh, I love an NFC North Carmen Vitale matchup. And here's what he had to say.
You going to play?
That's the plan. It's the plan. Yes, sir. I mean, there was no date for me. I mean, it was just as soon as I was feeling like I could go out there and be Christian Watson was when I was going to go out there. And obviously, they have a lot of input too in that, and just, seeing where I'm at. So, I mean, yeah, it was just whenever I was ready.
So not only is he going to be out there, but it feels like he's fully feeling like Christian Watson yet again, which should give a huge boost to this offense. I mean, Aaron Jones has said he's coming back. He'll be out there. The fact that Jordan has been doing this, and there's a lot of Jordan slander, there's a lot of weird things. There's a lot of weird hate at Christian Watson, which is stupid. Hey, what's wrong with your Packers fans? What's going on? Why the venom towards Christian Watson, Jordan Love? Aren't you happy?
I've seen it towards David, but this Christian hate, it doesn't need to exist at all.
Christian Watson's mom.
We've been balling out.
Was on Twitter yesterday.
Not the mom.
Maybe wish him well. Say, have a good recovery, instead of tearing him down.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I didn't like it. Okay, Philly.
We're 2-1 doing this with backups and almost beat the Falcons. Come on. Come on, Packers fans, get it together.
Get a grip.
Get a grip.
So you're getting Aaron Jones back.
Getting Aaron Jones
back. So relax. You're getting Christian Watson, feeling like Christian Watson back. And Bakhtiari, is he playing?
That's always a question mark, Kay. You know,
Where are they playing? Field?
Is it grass? Is it turf?
Is it, yeah. Is the sky blue? Yeah, I don't know. We don't know? Okay. We'll see. I think we're underreacting to Jordan Love, what he's done through the first 3 weeks. Everybody, calm down. These Packers are 2-1, okay? These are his first 3 starts as a quarterback. It's just, I'm so annoyed with everybody overreacting to him, to Brock, to whatever. He did this without playing with 3 key members on the supporting cast. That includes a game last week where he erased a 17-point fourth quarter hole against the Saints. So it's hard enough to follow in the footsteps of Aaron Rodgers. First of all, we're underreacting to how great he's been at that. Just that. It's 10 times harder to do so when you don't have all the players around you that you expect it to have. And Love hasn't blinked. Robert Love on the show. 7 touchdowns, 1 interception, by the way, on the year. We haven't even seen him at the height of his powers yet. And it's nothing against Romeo Doubs, who's amazing, and he's really stepped it up. Love's got the full complement of playmakers at full strength. This whole offense is going to be ratchet another top notch, but that Lions defense is pretty good.
Lions be the Lions, though. You know.
On Thursday, really? Thursday night? I don't know.
We got some revenge after that defeat last game of the season last year. Ugh.
I don't know. I'm gonna have
We
to
didn't
see
forget that.
I'm gonna have to see what Gronk has to say about that game. I don't know what the odds are. I have to go. Anyway, we gotta get over to the.
He hates the
sportsbook
Packers, so.
and check. Wait, why does he hate the Packers?
Every time he sees me, he goes, "Oh, Packers fan." Woof.
Is
Every
that
time.
true?
Every time.
Gronk, get in
We
here.
need to make amends.
Gronk, do you hate the Packers?
Yeah, that's because I'm messing with you, man. I don't hate the Packers.
I know.
I think Lambeau Field is one of the coolest places to play in the NFL.
Well,
by far.
what do you make of Jordan Love? Like, people are, I mean, he's 2-1 and he did it without like a Pro Bowl, all-pro level running back and like his top wideout. It's crazy.
I think he's doing a good job. I really haven't seen much of the Packers play this year. I mean, there's a lot of games in the NFL, so I don't catch them all. But just what I've seen and what I've heard and what I've witnessed him go through, yes, they're doing a good job. They're 2-1, and he gets his running back and his number 1 wide receiver back now. I think they're going to make an impact, that's for sure.
Hey, thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest Up and Adams content right on YouTube.